Welcome to economics. Today we're going to discuss how we make decisions. I'm Professor Rhonda Jantz, and I'm going to give you a few things to consider when you are making decisions this upcoming week or for even up to the next year. What you're going to notice is you've already been utilizing this process. We are just going to add some terminology to help you better articulate it in economic terms. There are 5 elements that we will consider when we are making decisions. The first one is that we face trade offs. That means that we only have enough money for a certain amount of things. We're also going to consider opportunity costs, which are the things we give up. We're going to think rationally, which we always consider that we're doing. We're going to make decisions using marginal analysis. Marginal is just a fancy word for additional. And we also respond to incentives, which means coupons and ads on the paper. Begin with trade offs. We make choices each and every day. There is scarcity all around us, as you've now learned. Scarcity can be income, it can be time, it can also be our health. We are going to want to get the most out of each and every decision. We are going to weigh the costs and benefits of a decision before moving forward. We're going to want the benefits to always exceed the costs. So, if I was considering a trade off between either getting a pizza today or getting a hamburger, I would instantaneously think about the time that it would take to either make or purchase each one, my satisfaction, which is also called utility, in eating the item, and how much it would cost. So you can see we're using trade offs to determine what we are going to do, even for small decisions. We are going to also consider our opportunity costs, which is what we have to give up to get an item. It's not actually a cost. The word cost is kind of a misnomer, it's an alternative. For instance, something you can make a relation to is going to college. It is not just our tuition cost, but also the books and the fees. And you're going to think about all those costs that you have. An opportunity cost is not going to be the tuition, books, and fees. An opportunity cost is the amount of time you're going to miss either with free time, being with friends and family, the time that you could spend working, things like that. Um, I hope that gives you some ideas of alternatives. You can also think about a wealthy person may have a higher opportunity cost to spend that time mowing his or her lawn as opposed to going to work. They can make a lot more money going to work and then paying someone else to do that, someone that has a lower opportunity cost to do the lawn mowing. You can see that around you in people that have jobs that pay more. They're obviously going to want to work at that job more and then pay someone to do tasks that they don't really have the time to do. Moving on to rational decision making. We always assume that we're making rational decisions. We make rational decisions by using all the information that we currently have. We're never going to make a decision to spend more money for an item that we could get cheaper somewhere else. We're going to want to collect all the information we have so that way we can make a rational decision. If we just go to the first store that we find and purchase the item, we may not understand that we could get it cheaper somewhere else. So we're assuming we're doing research and making rational, good choices. The next principle that we use when we're making a decision is marginal decision making. This means additional. Marginal is something we use for our smaller decisions. Um, what the text usually talks about is incremental changes. So, little changes. So, are we going to want to eat another hamburger beyond our first one, another slice of pizza, things like that? So, you'll see marginal decisions in some of your smaller decisions that you make each and every day. You'll see those as just things that you immediately know what to do. It's our brains working quickly, but now we have an actual word that tells us what we are doing in this situation. Another thing we will consider are incentives. These are the deals, coupons, things we see on TV. A lot of times, if we're on a fence about whether to purchase an item, if we see an incentive, we are more likely to do so. So you see lots of mattress sales, car sales, some of the bigger ticket items have lots of incentives because they're trying to draw you in so that you will spend your money on those items.